Morning all. All right, so we have 6 games tonight right now. So I might have delayed this preview just a little bit just to see if any other games are going to get pushed down the road, and none as of yet. So as the NHL re-enters the enhanced protocols, meaning players just basically keeping to themselves a lot more. We'll see how things go, right? We'll see if all 6 of these games get played tonight. So we have 3 starting at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, and we'll have a relatively early night, and I'll get the power rankings done, and then that's it. I am having a debate with myself about what to do with teams that are paused, and I'm leaning towards just leave them in the rankings. That's what I'm leaning towards. All right, so 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, the Ottawa Senators and the Philadelphia Flyers. The Senators 9-17-1 on the season. Over their last 10, they're 5-5. They did lose their last game, but they're much more competitive than they were earlier in the season. Away from home, they're 4-8-1. They're in against Philly, a team that at 11-12-5 has been disappointing. Over their last 10, also disappointing, 3-6-1. They lost their last game in extra time, and at home they're 5-6-2. A lot of mediocrity with Philadelphia, and we'll see how things go tonight between those two. Also at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, the Carolina Hurricanes, again, at this point, are playing at home against LA. We shall see. LA 13-10-5 on the season. Carolina 27-1 over their last 10. LA's 5-3-2. They did win their last game. Away from home, they're 5-4-3. That record's getting better during this road trip. Carolina, we'll see, right? We'll see how many players are out, and we'll see what the lineup does and all that. They're 6-4 in their last 10. They did win their last game. And at home, they're 8-3. So Carolina just finds ways to win. And we'll see if they can do that again tonight. Also at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, early start for the Vancouver Canucks at home against Toronto. Early by local standards. Toronto 28-2 on the season. Over their last 10, they're 7-2-1. They have won 2 in a row away from home. They're 8-4-1. Vancouver 14-15-2 overall. Not a great record, but a lot better than it was. Over their last 10, they are 8-2. They've won 6 in a row. At home, they're now 8-7-1. They've won 5 in a row at home. So if they can continue to make home a good place to play and a place other teams don't want to play, that goes a long way to getting you back into the playoff hunt. So for the Leafs, we know they're dealing with their own players that are on the protocol list right now. Last I saw it was 4. The Canucks, I think, have 5. Of course, Carolina has, 6, 7? And of course the Kings, it's Doughty, and it's everywhere. So, we'll see how this game turns out tonight. I have no idea. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific's the start time for Detroit at home against New Jersey. That's a half an hour later than normal start time for Detroit. The New Jersey Devils, 10-13-5 on the season. Over their last 10, they're 2-7-1. They've lost 4 in a row. Away from home, they're 3-7-2. Whereas the Detroit Red Wings, 14-13-3 over their last 10. They're 6-4. They did lose their last game. At home, they're 10-3-2. So Detroit is the better team at home. This should be a Detroit win, but we'll see if New Jersey can come in and score an upset. If Detroit's going to stay in the hunt and keep a playoff spot, this is the kind of game they have to win. Then also at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, Dallas and Chicago. So this is unusual for Saturday, that the most games I'm going to have to watch is 5. That's unusual. It's basically the same as last night. Chicago is 11-15-3. Dallas is 13-12-2. And I'm wearing Dallas because, well, somebody's got to have hope. Over their last 10, Chicago 5-4-1. Their loss last night was in overtime against the Nashville Predators. I'll get there. Away from home, Chicago's 5-9-1. Not great. Whereas Dallas, over their last 10, they're 5-5. That would be okay if they hadn't lost their last 5 in a row. And at home, they are 9-3-1. So Dallas is right back in the muck again. And this is how Dallas has played for years. Hot streaks that make you think they're capable of anything, and then cold streaks that tell you they can't score goals and everything's on fire. So that's the Dallas Stars all over. I'm wearing Dallas because sure, both teams are playing the second half of back-to-back. Both teams coming off of a loss. We'll see how it goes tonight. Then at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, the Edmonton Oilers 17-11 on the season, in against the 10-16-3 Seattle Kraken, of course, both teams dealing with the protocol list too. And because most teams are. Over their last 10, the Oilers are 4-6. They won their last game. We'll see how they do tonight. Away from home, they're 7-5, so the record at home is better. Although after losing 5 out of 6 on the homestand, they might be happy to get away from home. The Seattle Kraken are 4-4-2 in their last 10. They did lose their last game in regulation, and at home they're 6-8-1. So Seattle, every time they take that step forward, and it looks like they're ready to get into the hunt for the playoffs, they just fall back again. So we'll see how things go tonight. Let me know your picks in the comment section below as always. You don't get bonus picks if a game gets postponed either. If you predict postponement, that doesn't count as bonus points. All right, but let me know your thoughts, your predictions, and all that. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just tapping upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.